If your PT PMA Bali visa keeps getting rejected, you're wasting 90 days, and here's how the Bali lawyer fixes it in 14. Here's the problem. Most founders think any PT PMA can sponsor a KITAS. Your PT PMA needs 10 billion rupiah paid up capital to sponsor an investor KITAS in 2026. Without the right business classification code, immigration rejects your KITAS in week 2. A PT PMA is a foreign-owned limited liability company in Indonesia. In 2026, the rules changed. Your PT PMA can sponsor your own investor KITAS, but only if the company meets 3 specific requirements. Miss one and immigration sends you back to square one after 60 days. This is exactly why we built TheBaliLawyer, to handle the PT PMA setup and KITAS sponsorship so foreigners don't lose months to paperwork errors. Here's what actually matters. Most people fail here. They register the PT PMA with minimum capital, thinking they can upgrade later. Immigration doesn't care about your plans. They check the notarized deed. If it says anything under 10 billion rupiah paid up capital, your KITAS application dies on the spot. You can't fix it without re-notarizing the entire company structure, which takes another 45 days and costs you 30 million rupiah in duplicate fees. Step 2. Open your PT PMA with 10 billion rupiah paid up capital from day 1. The Bali lawyer handles the deed of establishment, the Ministry of Law approval, the tax ID, and the business license in one package. The total setup cost is around 85 million rupiah, about $5,500. That includes notary fees, government filing, and the registered office for 12 months. Most agencies quote 120 million rupiah and still leave out the KITAS sponsorship part. Step 3. Apply for the investor KITAS through your PT PMA within 30 days of approval. This is important. The application requires your company's NIB number, your notarized deed with the 10 billion capital clause, a sponsor letter from the PT PMA director, your passport bio page, and proof of address in Bali. The Bali lawyer prepares every document, submits to immigration, and follows up until the KITAS card arrives. Processing takes 14 to 21 days if everything is correct. Here's the problem most people hit at this stage. They submit the KITAS application before the Ministry of Law publishes the PT PMA approval in the State Gazette. Immigration checks the Gazette every time. If your company isn't listed yet, they reject the KITAS and you wait another 60 days for the next submission window. That delay costs you 3 months of legal residency and 15 million rupiah in overstay penalties if your tourist visa expires. Advanced move. When the Bali lawyer drafts your PT PMA deed, ask them to add the exact business classification code that matches your actual activity. The code sits in Article 3 of the deed. If you're running a consulting business, the code is 70209. If you're doing e-commerce logistics, it's 52291. Immigration cross-checks this code against the KITAS sponsorship eligibility list. 15 codes are banned from sponsoring any work permit in 2026, including retail trade under 47,191 and food stalls under 56101. Your lawyer knows which codes work. Most online services copy-pasted generic code and your KITAS gets auto-rejected. Here's the exact sentence to use when you contact the Bali lawyer. I need a PT PMA with 10 billion rupiah capital and a business classification code eligible to sponsor my investor KITAS in 2026. That one sentence gets you the right setup from the start. I need a PT PMA with 10 billion rupiah capital and a business classification code eligible to sponsor my investor KITAS in 2026. PT PMA needs 10 billion rupiah paid up capital to sponsor your KITAS. Wrong business classification code kills your application in week 2. The Bali lawyer sets up the PT PMA and KITAS together, 85 million total. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit TheBaliLawyer.com for help setting up your PT PMA and investor KITAS in Bali. Visit https://TheBaliLawyer.com.